So constant of proportionality is just a fancy word for unit rate. All right, let's look at our table. Do I have a 1? No. Boo, they don't have a 1. So when we don't have a 1, what we have to do is we have to... Yes. How do I make a 1? I have to... Divide. Yes, I have to divide, Giselle. Yes. I understand why your fingers are tapping away, but here we are. Okay. So I have here this point. What are the points of this dot right here? 618. So this point right here is 618, right? Is the 6 an X or a Y? X, right? So this is your X. So the 6 is your X. The 18 is your Y. Basic review. Okay, so I need to divide these two numbers. What number goes outside? The 6 or the 18? The 6. What number goes inside? 18. All right, divide it out. How many times does 6 go into 18? 3. All right, what does that mean? 3 is my unit rate. My constant of proportionality. It just sounds so fancy, but it's just unit rate. Constant of proportionality. So that means that this is my unit rate. Okay, so what's my equation? Yeah, that's it. So once you divide, whatever number you get, that's your unit rate, Brandon. Okay, so my answer for the equation is y equals, what did I get when I divided? 3, so it would be 3x. Okay, number 2. What does this point mean? What are the ordered pairs of this point? 5, 45. Okay, so that means I have to take these two numbers and divide. What number goes inside? 45. What number goes outside? 5. All right, divide it out. 5, 10, 15. How many times does 5 go into 45? 9. Okay, so my answer is 9. What's my equation then? Good. All right, give you guys a couple seconds to finish that out. Michelle, what's your answer for number 3? Very good. Good job. Oliver, what's your answer for number 4? Good. Very good. David, what's your answer for number 5? No, that would be wrong. Try again. What would your answer be for number 5? No. Yes. Because tomorrow on the test, if you just tell me 8, will you get credit for it? No. So I gotta be picky, because I'm gonna be picky tomorrow. Ralph, number 6, what'd you get?
Y equals 8.
Good. Number 7, Jasmine? Good. And the hardest one, number 8. That one's super hard. Why do I call this one super hard?
Because all of them are 8, but 8 is 8.
Oh, no. Sorry. Number 8, I was being sarcastic. They already give you the 1, right? So if they give you the 1, there's really no math involved. It's there. Whatever the 1 is on your x, this is your unit rate. So what would be your equation for number 8, class?
Y equals 5x.
Done. Easy peasy. All right. Now I got to teach you something new. Page 22. 22. We like to skip. We like to skip. So this is new-ish. New. This is where the rulers come in. All right. So the question is there a proportional relationship? So we are now going to start graphing some that are not proportional. They're going to be funky graphs. Okay? I think you're ready for it. So the first thing you have to do is plot the points on the graph. So let's carefully plot the points. So let's plot 1. X is 1, Y is 2. So X is 1, and I'm going to go up to 2. So put a dot. This is our first dot. 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, plot the second dot. Plot the second dot. 2, 4. 2, up to 4. 3, 6, 4, 8, 6. Oh, I skipped 5. You skipped 5. Here, look how I went 4 and then I skipped to 6. So careful when you graph it. I skipped it. All right, now take your ruler and connect the dots. I need it to be a straight line. Does it create a straight line? So make sure you carefully align it to your dots with the ruler that I gave you. And connect all the dots. Extend the line. Extend the line. So not just connecting the dots, but extending it, making it longer. And there's a reason why I need the line longer. Does anybody know why I need the line longer? It does continue. Why else do I need this line to be longer? To see if it's straight, and one other reason. I need to see if it goes through 0, 0. Okay? All right. So there's 2 questions I need you to answer once you graph it. Does the graph go through the origin? The origin is a fancy word for 0, 0. So does my line go through 0, 0? Yes, keep that away from your mouth. Yes. Check mark. Is the graph a straight line? Yes. So that means that it is proportional. So if these 2 things happen, Ben, if it goes through 0, 0. Now they didn't give me 0.00, but when I made the line longer, it does go through 0, 0. And it's a straight line, that means it's proportional, which means there is an equation to be written. Yay. How do I go from 1 to 2? What did I multiply by? 2. Did I multiply 2 times 2 to get 4? Yeah. Did I multiply 3 times 2 to get 6? Yeah. What about 4 times 2? Yeah. And this? Yeah. So what is my unit rate? 2. And what's my equation? Whatever you're multiplying by, that's your unit rate. You can also look for the 1. All right. So what 2 things need to happen to be proportional? It needs to be a straight line, and it needs to go through the origin, 0, 0. All right. Let's start graphing number 2. Start graphing number 2. Go ahead. Start. You graph it before I do. I'll keep myself busy. What? No way. Boo. What's wrong with it? It's not a straight line, right? So, is the graph a straight line? No. Does it go through the origin? No. So is it proportional? No. Can I tell you a unit rate? No. Can I give you an equation? No. Leave it like that. So, huh? You can connect them and you can be like, yeah, this is kind of not going to work out, right? Totally not a straight line. So we're taking the map test next week. They might give you this picture and be like, is this proportional? Yes or no? True or false? So does this graph show a proportional relationship? No. As soon as you see a wonky line, you know it's done. You can't write an equation. You're done. It's over. All right. Give you guys a couple seconds to do page 23. What's the first thing you have to do? Graph it to number 3 together. So actually it should be. That's 1, 4. That's 3, 12. 0.5 on X would actually be, switch over to a pencil, in the middle of 0 and 1. And then it would go to 2 right there. And then 1.5 is in the middle of 1 and 2, and then up to 6. And then 2.5 is in the middle of $2 and $3, all the way up to 10. So let's see if I connect my blue dots that I made with marker, will they go into where I made it with pencil? I only asked you to connect the 2 dots. So did you plot 2 points? And then connect. This one's a little unfair because of the decimals, but I wanted you to plot this one and this one. If you plot these 2, do they make a straight line? Yes. Does it go through the origin? Yes. So yes and yes. So it is proportional. Well, if it's proportional, that means there's a unit rate. What is my unit rate?
Y equals what?
Where should I look for the unit rate? Where's the easiest? It gives me the answer. What number do I look for? The 1. Not the first number they give you, because that's how they trick you. You always want to look for the 1. The 1 makes us happy because there's no math involved. So what is y when x equals 1? 4. What does that represent? The unit rate. So y equals 4x. If you have 4 quarters, if you have 4 50 cents, so 50 cents, 50 cents, 50 cents, 50 cents, how much money do you have? $2. All right. I think number 4 is better. So, 0, 2, 1, 3, 2, 4, 3, 5, 4, 6. Now, it looks great on paper, right? You're like, it's a straight line. Woohoo! But does it go through the origin? No. So as soon as you say no here, it's not proportional. It's ruined. You can't do it. There is no equation. There is no unit rate for 7th graders. Now, this will change once you get into 8th grade and in high school, but in 7th grade, we are not. Okay, I want to go over this problem, though. Pay attention. This has nothing to do with what's on your paper, but I need you to understand it. Have you guys been, Angel, we're focusing on this top problem. Not the bottom. We're not doing the bottom one. So focus on me. Have you guys been to like the OC fair or a fair in the neighborhood? Oh, not the fair in the neighborhood. OC fair. It only works for OC fair. When you go to this fair, if you haven't been there during the summer when it's extremely hot, do they charge you just to go into the fair?
No.
Yes.
Oh, wait, what?
They do. So just to go into the fair, they charge you. And then to get on a ride, what do? They charge you more, right? So this is like this problem here. If I go to the fair and ride 0 rides, I don't ride any rides, I'm scared of them. How much are they going to charge me? No.
Only for the entry.
Yes. So from this graph, how much will they charge me just to don't ride any rides, but I go into the fair? 0 rides. How much are they going to charge me? $2. Right? So this is a true story. I mean, it's actually more expensive, but if you go to the OC fair during the summer, they just charge you to go inside. Kind of like Disneyland, right? Can I just walk into Disneyland? No, I have to pay, like my whole paycheck, right? The only difference between Disneyland and the fair is if I want to ride a ride at Disneyland, do they charge me extra? No, that's already there, right? At the fair, it's different. At the fair, you pay for each ride, plus the entrance fee. So if I ride 1 ride, I'm not a wimp, I'll ride 1 ride. How much do they charge me, David, stop, for 1 ride and the entrance? 3. How much if I ride 2 rides? 4. But the important one to realize for this question is if you ride 0 rides, it's not Carolina 0, which we're used to saying 0, 0.
You're still paying either way. If you
Yes.
don't do anything.
Exactly.
You actually have to get tickets.
If-
Because some of them you get tickets. Like you buy tickets and then that's where you give them the ticket.
Yeah, but at the OC Fairground, they charge you just to walk in. You don't have to ride any ride. You can just go and buy the food and just walk around. That's cool. But if you want to ride any of the rides, they'll charge you for the little tickets or the wristband. So that's extra, right? The fairs that they have, like maybe sometimes in your neighborhood, they don't charge you to get in, but they do charge you for the rides, right?
Yeah.
But sorry, that's why I'm like, oh no, not the neighborhood ones. Only the OC Fairgrounds. The OC ones, they charge you to get in. Before my time, Disneyland used to charge you for different rides. So like if you went on the like roller coasters, those rides would be more expensive. If you went on the carousel, that would be like cheaper. So it used to be like you would buy the book of tickets, and depending on which ride you wanted to ride, it was probably even before your parents were born. Way back in the day.
How old are you?
I'm 20.
My mom's birthday's tomorrow.
Oh, happy birthday to
My
your mom.
mom's